Bastard.
Let's get this over with.
I'll not be defeated. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Victory
It's
shall
amazing
be
how
mine.
much has been hidden behind this secret dungeon.
Come if you dare.
Like how much story.
I am ready. Lux Conjurer.
I did not really want to break him that early.
Tiger Ray.
I am ready. Teneburo Career.
How about you?
Okay.
A touch of venom.
Well then. Huh? Ah! Oh stars, fill us with power.
Victory shall be mine. This will heal your wounds.
Let's do this. Show no mercy.
Okay, dagger and staff for
My
him.
turn now.
And again, when I take pauses after this, it's because I'm writing this stuff down.
Oh stars, fill us with power.
I am ready. Lux Conjurer.
My turn now. Oh stars, fill us with power.
My turn.
Victory shall be mine.
Olbrich has 2 turns on insight left.
A touch of venom.
I am ready.
Watch me now.
Lux Conjurer.
Victory shall be mine.
So I gain an extra weakness.
Dare.
Not really gonna try to figure out what it is. I'm still just gonna go after what I already know.
Lux Conjurer.
My turn. Try this.
I'll do my best. Oh stars, fill us with power.
Love a way to make this AoE. It probably is that I just am not really paying attention to or thinking about.
A touch of venom.
Okay, so we're definitely going to be breaking him this turn. So I'm going to use Armor Corrosive.
I see through the defenses.
And then I'll actually break him with Elemental Break.
Beyond boundaries.
I'll do my best.
And
Prepare
I'll
yourself.
give Auspicious to Primrose.
Elfric, bring out the flame. My turn.
And I will also give Star Song to Primrose.
Wandering planets, show us a path.
Victory shall be. A touch of venom.
Let's do this. Show no mercy.
I am ready.
Watch me now.
Lux Conjurer. Lux Conjurer.
Ow, so much damage that turn.
My turn now. Here I go. Oh, star.
I was thinking about who I wanted. If I wanted to actually give that to her, give it to somebody else.
The battle is truly joy. A touch of venom.
I am ready.
The reason being, because she's going to hit twice here.
Lux Conjurer.
So he's going to be breaking pretty quickly this time.
Lux Conjurer.
Out of my way. Try this.
I'll do my best. Oh, stars, fill us with power.
I am ready. Beyond boundaries.
Have at you.
My turn. I see.
So far, this has been the easiest of the bosses.
I'll not be defeated. Wandering planets, show us a path.
I am
Watch me now.
Lux Conjurer.
Have at you.
Oh, I should have used Insight there.
I'm ready. Are you?
Hopefully he dies here.
Show no mercy.
Good.
And that's that.
Well, that one was significantly easier. From the Diary of Headmaster Yvonne of the Royal Academy. It was 15 years ago when I first learned of that tome. The headmaster's chair was but a dream to me in those days, when my prized student Lucia brought a young woman to me. The woman told me that I was the best suited to the position of headmaster, that there was no knowledge, no position that should be off limits to a man of my ability. And so she taught me many things, one being the existence of ancient tomes contained in the long-forgotten secrets of old. There are several volumes of forbidden writings in Atlas Dam's great libraries, and no eyes but the headmasters are allowed to look upon them. The tome in question is one of these. It is the last extant tract of the legendary sage known as Salomon, whose name lives on in history though the land of his birth, the kingdom of Bernstein, has long since been forgotten. Long has it been said that he who can decipher the true meaning will obtain power over even life and death. The current headmaster is not worthy of such knowledge. What he lacks in intellect only pales to what he lacks in character. I cannot depend on him. I would depend on you. She wished to decipher the secrets of the tome and share its knowledge with the worthy alone. Thus a great scholar was needed, one who would be able to fully understand the arcane truths within the tome. The doddering fool who now serves as headmaster could never do such a thing, but a genius such as you, Yvonne, surely you, of all scholars in the realm, are up to the task. Yes, that was how she persuaded me. It was true that I bore little resemblance to the former headmaster, who was interested in nothing but his studies, and whose only praiseworthy trait was his tendency in that single-minded pursuit. But I was different. I knew that knowledge was worth its weight in gold, and more critically, my intellect far outstripped his. How could the idiots around me fail to realize this? This woman told me that the then headmaster, holding a lofty office he had done so little to deserve, was tantamount to sin, and I agreed. When she asked me if I could remove him, I assured her that it would be the simplest of tasks, and so I had him assassinated just as she wished, leaving not a trace of evidence behind to incriminate myself. Shortly after, I ascended to the headmaster's seat in his place. I encountered the strange woman only once more after that day. When I reported to her that I had murdered the former headmaster, she flashed a chilling smile and simply replied, "So you did." Then she walked away, never again to appear before me. Perhaps removing that man was all she wanted of me after all, I thought. It was no matter. The tome was in my grasp, and I immediately set myself to uncovering its secrets. All the rumors I had heard were true. It was a work of staggering genius. With Lucia as my assistant, I was able to obtain other rare and ancient texts from that woman, even if I never saw her again. Yes, everything was going just as I had planned, and power beyond my imagination was finally within my reach. How did it all come to this? Damn that accursed Lucia. Damn that heartless, conniving witch. How did I not see? She meant to use me from the very start. I was the one who unlocked the secrets, I who constructed the basic theories of how to effectively control life and death. And as soon as I had done that, she had no more need for me. That was why she gave me a flawed blood crystal and led Cyrus right to me, so that she could dispose of me without dirtying her own hands. You despicable, loathsome, hateful woman. Death has not cooled my fury, but only fueled it to greater heights. Curse you and that unholy witch you brought to my side. May the deceitful Lucia burn for all eternity. May the foul witch Lieblich be banished beyond the farthest reaches of hell. Well, somebody's upset that he got used. Are we good? Yeah, let me take a drink real quick. Okay.
Will not fail.
This is what we just fought, like, outside of here, isn't it?
Have at you. Come if you dare.
I am ready. Ignis Ardere.
And I already forgot what it's weak against. Well, we found fire.
Out of my way.
Well then. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, I'm actually going to
I will
use
not be defeated.
shooting stars here to test wind, light, and dark.
Maleficent stars, pierce our foes.
Okay, light.
Victory shall be mine. This will heal your wounds.
am ready. Ignis Ardere.
My turn. I see through your defenses. Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you? Show no mercy.
Okay, bow and spear.
I'll not be defeated. Here I go! Helfric, bringer of the flame.
Now then. Come if you dare.
I am ready.
Watch me now.
Ignis Ardere. Ignis Ardere. I am ready.
That poison, man.
Ignis Ardere. Ignis Ardere.
The battle is truly joined. This will heal your wounds.
Well then. Oh, stars, fill us with power.
Here.
Witchery.
Oh man, that poison.
Good. Ignis Ardere.
Well, let's go ahead and break him.
Ignis Ardere.
This will heal your wounds.
What to do with her? Everyone's poisoned, which isn't good.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
No, not everyone, but half my party is. Oh, and I can't use this yet. Okay, well, let's first go ahead and armor corrosive.
I see through your
He'll be ready to use his thing next turn.
The battle is truly joined. This will heal your wounds.
I am ready. Ignis Ardere.
Oh, stars, fill us with power.
Out of my way. I'm ready. Are you? Show no mercy.
Ah, man, that's with the tin. Oh, and the poison. Oh, the poison is so annoying.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
My blade is unbending. Come if you dare.
I am ready. Ignis Ardere.
Out of my way.
There.
Oh, that can't be
I
good.
am ready.
I have a feeling they're gonna die.
Ignis Arter.
This will heal your wounds.
Okay, well, that's good. Oh, that's what it does. That is a rude poison is what that is.
Oh, stars, fill us with power.
This will heal your wounds.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, let's break this thing so he stops using this
ready.
perilous poison on us.
Ignis Arter.
My turn.
And let's prepare to hopefully kill him next turn.
I see through the defenses. Look, I'm ready. Are you? Show no mercy.
Alright, there we go.
And that's that.
One more left. Of these bosses. I think there's another boss after we get done with all this stuff. Who is this one about? The first diary of Graham Crossford. Okay. Man, this dude is like all over the place in here. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition had worsened. Oh, this is before she died. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, that most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forest of Roubaix, beyond the vast Emerald Sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking that. But the captain was none other than Leon Bestral. Okay, so this is how he comes into possession of the diary. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or 10 of that dread pirate captain? The very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating. Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bestral stood at the helm of a merchant trader. Which was preparing to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored him that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't let just anyone aboard my ship, he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse, as impoverished as my hopes, I held out the only thing of value I could offer, my journal. This is my most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I have visited, and every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me on to his ship with a grin. You have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves in my coffers? You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it, as you swab my decks. As his ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly that it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons. And I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while the gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what has become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at Journey's End. Alright, so we're about to do the last one.
Time for the main event.
Over here.
Have at you. Come if you dare.
I am ready. Ignis our dare.
Well then. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Victory shall be mine. This will heal your wounds. My turn.
Oh, she's gonna die. Maybe she's not. Maybe it's something I'm thinking differently.
Malefic star, pierce our foes.
I am ready.
Okay, well, I found his weakness, wind and light. That's good.
Ventus Salter.
I'll not be defeated.
Let's see here.
Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the flame.
Let's do that.
Have at you.
Let's put up a pretty long insight here.
Come if you dare. My turn.
I'm ready. Are you? Show no mercy.
I am
Okay,
ready.
So he has one other elemental weakness that I don't know of. That's fine, I don't really care to figure out what it is. I mean, it's either fire, ice, or lightning.
Ventus Salter. Ventus Salter.
Have at you. This will heal your wounds.
I'll do my best. Oh, stars.
Let's put a BB boost on him. On Therian, that is. And I don't want to break this guy too quickly, so Therian's not actually going to attack this turn. He's going to use Shackle. And that's because Primrose here is actually going to attack twice and deal 6
I am ready.
break to him.
Ventus Salter. Ventus Salter.
I'll not be defeated. Oh, stars, fill us with power.
Out of my way.
I will actually break here, though.
The battle is truly joined. This will heal your wounds.
I am ready. Beyond boundaries. Beyond boundaries.
Now then. Use this.
Oh, darn it. I wasn't looking at the turn order. I was hoping she would go before Primrose.
Salter.
Oh well.
My turn now. Here I go! Oh, stars, fill us with
Let's go
power.
ahead and put a big boost up on her.
My turn. I'm ready. Are you? Show no mercy.
Oh, what's this?
Have at you. This will heal your wounds.
I am ready. Lux Conjurer.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing. Well then. Oh, stars, fill us with power.
I am ready. Lux Conjurer.
Now then. A touch of venom. Curse it.
That's not really gonna work against me, buddy.
This will heal your wounds.
At least not against him.
Out of my way. I see through your defenses.
Well then. Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the
Let's
flame.
do that. Should be good going to the
I am
next
ready.
thing here. We should be able to take him out here with this break.
Lux Conjurer. Lux Conjurer.
Hell, I might even get
Victory.
a kill with full brick.
Blade is unbent. I wreak havoc upon thee.
No, okay. Well, Therian's probably gonna get the kill here. And if he doesn't, Primrose gets to attack twice.
Show no mercy. Where's the nearest tavern?
Is it just me, or were the bottom, like, right-ish side, or the first few that we fought, significantly harder than everything we've just now fought? Because it sure as hell felt that way. From the records of Lord Werner of Riverford. Okay. Hornburg will fall. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now, mayhap more. A simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leaves and dark promise in her eyes. She knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than selling my sword for coin, but coin would have to be a start. And what a start she offered me, not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for to invest in my plot to establish the connections I would need. The life I'd always dreamed of was finally in my grasp. I could use her to get all that I'd ever wanted, or so I thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I created my own sellsword company. The Black Brotherhood, I called them. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacles that might stand in my path. I used the girl's connections to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies don't stand a chance at beating us to the site of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen. Since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men, it was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. In greeting myself with the families of these borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used that woman's money freely to strengthen my ties to powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him, in which case things would become much easier if he were simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, and so my eyes landed upon Erhard, who held a bitter hatred of the king within him. I had him appointed as a member of the king's own guard, so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to be done was to give Erhard the chance that he was all too eager to seize, mixing lies and truths. I lit a fire among this strong young warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie, and it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. They believe what they want to believe. Oh, is that so true? In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. After the kingdom fell, I decided the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords, and used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and status that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more had I remained at that woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad to serve so long at her beck and call to bring down a kingdom. She was beautiful. There can be no doubt of that. But did I desire her, even for a moment? No. For within that attractive trapping was evil, pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. She was a lethal poison. She was a witch. And so I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, is it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin as surely as if I had indulged in her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I felled Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last knight who laid me low. A journey's end, huh? Okay. Form 2 parties for the final confrontation. Well, that's annoying. That's actually extremely annoying, to be honest. Hmm. I don't like this.